You want to be successful. Of course you do. Who doesn't? Now, how we define success is going to be the defining factor for us of who we are as people. What do you want for yourself? Have you ever thought about, have you given it a long, hard thought about what it is that you want to do with your life? What I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to be doing the one thing that I always wanted to do, and that is share my own progress, my own evolution, my own growth, and see how other people respond to it with hopes to inspire them to do what I'm doing, which is succeed, evolve, improve, and essentially help other people become better and becoming better myself. This is the first part of the Self-Made Man series, and the series has no other role or purpose than to share personal progress and growth and insights, and to give you maybe inspiration or solutions of how to resolve your own difficulties and whatever is maybe hindering you from achieving what you want. It will be quite simple. I will try to keep it as short as possible, so please bear with me, and if I'm there for too long, stay tuned because it's completely worth watching. I will try to be as informative as possible, and as always, please like and subscribe so that I can keep doing this and so that many people can see this message and be reached by this message. Also, thank you for tuning in and thank you for your time. I know time is a scarce resource, and that's why I'm grateful for you giving it to this channel and wanting to grow. Without further ado, let's go straight into it. Get it out of your head. Whatever you have to think about, whatever has to be done, write it down. I'm not telling you in an imperative form, do this. I'm telling you what I'm doing because it helps me compose my thoughts more clearly. And if I put something that I cannot do in the moment on a piece of paper or a note, then I know that that's something that I've delayed and postponed to do later, either that day or during the day some other day. I had a problem today, which is low budget. I'm investing a lot of money in this YouTube channel, and I'm investing a lot in my growing business. And the challenge I have is, of course, because I don't have a large turnover. I'm not making much money because I'm in the beginning of making my business and reaching out to clients and customers. And what is very demanding is the budget itself. So as I'm recording, I'm looking at a camera, which is very difficult to operate because it's a camera that's facing me front right here, but that camera doesn't have a flip screen, so that I cannot see myself and I cannot see or check if my lights are working correctly, because I also have lights that are programmable, and if I play something, as you can see, they respond. So if I had a screen and if I had a newer camera, I would have been able to see if they are on or off. How did I solve this? I took myself a bit lightly and I made fun of this entire situation instead of being desperate about it, and instead of saying to myself, oh well, I can't afford a better camera. I invested in this camera and I'm grateful to have a camera to record. That's what I want to say first and foremost. And if you want to be successful at anything in life, learn to be grateful for what you have. It will pay off long term. It will pay off extremely much. Start small, build big. I have a really professional set here, but what I'm using basically for lighting is this little ring and a simple lamp that is standing right here, and that is for me enough for now, because I also have an entire studio lighting, but I kind of love to record during night and give a good visual effect so that people can be inspired. The red secretes melatonin in the body, so it's a nice little feeling. So you do some research and see what people respond to. So how I resolved this problem with the camera is I simply took my phone and I came from behind the camera where the screen is, and I could use the camera of my phone to see where the camera on my, as you are seeing me now, camera is looking. So I don't have to dwell on not having a good camera, because that was actually one of the things that prevented me from recording for, I think, a few months even. I lost months of work because I focused on what I could have and I don't have instead of what I had. Now that I focus on what I have, I become more creative as to find ways of how to improve it. So I use my phone, get behind the camera, adjust so that I can catch both of my speakers. These are speakers, by the way, I know. And so that I can actually capture all the light effects that I want to be in the video and the lighting that comes to me in my face. While thinking about that and realizing that I actually saw a lot of videos that show how to record and to create a screen for the camera, I discovered something called OTG cable, and I had no idea what that is until I took my phone and I googled it and my internet and my computer back then, and I simply saw that it's a cable that I can link to my camera and my phone, so I linked them together, and the screen, the LCD screen on the back of your camera, you can see on your phone. So if you connect that phone, that OTG cable to your phone, you download an app and you connect it, and you can actually use your phone to see what is going on the camera. And I think that's genius. And that is the first step that I'm going to make towards making that happen. I wrote it down and I'm gonna go get it tomorrow, and I'm going to experiment on how that looks like. Very important thing though, when you become a creator, when you're a creator, anything, content creator, call yourself however you want. This is an infinite free space and field for you to express yourself. So do whatever you want. But regardless of how you name yourself or call yourself, because label doesn't matter, be very mindful with your money, because the more you get creative, the more your creative flow starts flowing. You will find yourself buying all kinds of things that you might not even need. I happened to buy a Stream Deck Plus just a few days ago. I'm using it actually for productivity more than I'm using it for something practical such as streaming, because I need a better camera, but that comes later. What I'm going to do, and this is my financial advice to you, is I'm going to go to buy this OTG cable tomorrow. But before I buy it, I'm going to ask if I can test it, because I also learned that there is the more serious buys I make, the more complicated return policies are. And as an aging adult, I come to understand that I don't have as much time anymore. So it's not about the money as it is about time. So if I go and buy this cable and it doesn't work, it actually cost me time, thinking, energy to go and back and return it. And that is not something that I want. What I want is to have everything sorted out, everything nicely, neatly packed. And no, that's not OCD. That's wanting to have things under control and in order, so that you can create order in your apartment or house, so that you can exhibit creativity. Like Jordan Peterson says, clean your room. Now what I'm going to do, as I said, I'm going to bring my laptop, I'm going to bring my camera, I'm going to bring my phone, and I'm going to go there and say, hello, please, I would like an OTG cable, but I want to test it first, because if it doesn't work, I don't need it. And they have no they have no reason to tell you no. And I'm actually going to try to record the entire conversation so that I can actually link it to you and show you how that looks like when you actually ask people to help you and to give you that service, because it's in their interest for you to buy that product, but it is in your interest to have a good product. So if that works, I will have my phone linked to this camera and I'll be able to see whether the camera films the angles I want it to film. And that is all the part of the content creation process, because I want to give you as better and quality content as I can, and to still stimulate you visually, if I may say so. Now, what I learned also is just by looking around, the beauty of the creative mind and the creative process is you can simply look around, and if you really are an entrepreneur and business oriented, you will see an opportunity to make money out of anything. But don't forget to, while you're making money, which is inevitable if you set your goal into, if that's your vibration, if you step into that role, to do it in a way that is, first of all, not harming anyone, and second of all, that is humane, that you don't lose your soul chasing products or promoting someone else's products. Keep yourself, maintain your dignity, and you will go far, far, far away, or a long way, believe me, because the people that I know, that are most powerful people I know, are the ones that have no price. They have no price in their head. You cannot bribe them. You cannot have them betray someone they love and care about. That just doesn't happen. What you see behind me are two JBL speakers. They're called PartyBox 310. And I'm not promoting this product, but what I just decided to do is what is called affiliate marketing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to JBL website and I'm going to ask them to be a part of their affiliate program, which means that whenever someone buys a JBL speaker and they do it through my link that you will find below in my comment section, if I do it correctly, and I hope I will, then you will see that if you buy any product from JBL using my link, my affiliate link, I get 4.5% of that purchase, because the customer made his or her way to the company via me. That's how they got the information. And that is why I have these speakers on, so that they are there not only for the visual quality, but they also have an innate purpose. If you know Chekhov, then you know the reference of the Chekhovian gun, which you will be hearing me speaking about very often, which means that if you write a novel or you read a novel and the gun is being mentioned in the novel, the purpose of the gun is to be fired. And if that gun that you mentioned in the novel is not being fired, then there is no need to mention it. There are millions of ways for you to make money, and it is so easy, I dare say easy, to make money and to become successful and independent, that the only thing that's stopping you is just doing it. And I know that you probably heard literally thousands of people telling you the same thing, and I was one of those people listening to people who say this same thing, and I just realized that I'm in this position too, and I'm doing the same thing, which is amazing. But trust yourself. You don't have to trust me. You only have to see whether what I say is true, if it resonates with you, and even if I'm wrong, then you discover that on your own. You don't do something because I told you to do it. You do something because it's the right thing to do, and it's something that you want for yourself in your life. You want to improve it. Oh, this guy is saying something that makes sense. Well, I might as well try it. And if not, you tried it. You will be, I think Nietzsche said that no matter if you try it or don't try it, or do it or don't do it, you will be as disappointed. You will be disappointed if you don't do it, and you will be disappointed if you do it and there's consequences to doing it. So just do it, like I'm doing it now. Thank you for watching. This is going to be the end of the first episode of the Self-Made Man series. I'm going to be doing these every 2 weeks, which is every fortnight. So please be patient and do give your comments and opinions, and please inform me on your progress, because I want to see how you're progressing, and I'm going to update you on how the OTG cable went, and also if I did the affiliate marketing thing, because that is how I also hold myself accountable to follow up with my own activities, while at the same time allowing you to see how things went and what kind of solutions I had to which problems, which is the exact purpose of these series. Thank you for tuning in. I wish you a great night, and like and subscribe so that more people can see this. Take care. Bye.